wreaking havoc was one of the highlights of my childhood.
Kill Devil Hills from North Carolina. It's the legendary Grave Digger.
Celebrating 40 years of being bad to the bone, the Black and Green Wrecking Machine. Noise for the and driving Grave Digger. First up is Zach Gardner driving the wild side.
Time. We've got that code up on the screen, PFL, if you need it. But this was a great run to start the competition off with. We saw him get that Monster Jam truck up on 2 wheels. He was almost able to walk it completely across the pod. I mean, it is not easy getting that Monster Jam truck, 12,000 pounds to balance on 2 tires, but we've got the clock running right now at judgeszone.com and getting those scores locked in. We're seconds away from finding out that first score. It'll be that score to beat. And I just got word, we have the official score.
Let's go to our video board because we got a score from Mike Pagliarulo. Velocity. On 2 wheels in the center of the pod. I saw some of you fans getting really excited about that, so definitely make sure you're taking these things into consideration when you're scoring this run. We've got that clock going right now at judgeszone.com. Remember, you will be the official judge and it will be in your hands who's getting these points. All of the points are totaled up in hopes every single one of these drivers has that hope to bring home that overall event championship. I just got word the scores are locked in. Alrighty, let's go up to our video board so you can see that score to beat. Mike Pagliarulo driver Chester with 7.097. Your score for John Zimmer Jr. driving Terminal Velocity is...
Monster Jam fan scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. And remember, being in charge of the scoring means that you can bring your favorite to the top. I know that everybody here loves adrenaline, and sometimes seeing those Monster Jam trucks roll over while attempting one of those maneuvers is just as exciting as watching it. And being the official judge, it's going to be in your hands. You get to decide exactly what you feel. Kristen Anderson in Great Digger deserves for that Great Clips 2-wheel skills run. Anytime we see a driver in this position, you know they were giving it their absolute best out on the track. I just got word we have that official score.
And you see on our video where we have this score to be Johnson Richard driving terminal velocity with 7.627. Your score for Kristen Anderson driving Gravedigger is.
Oh wow. Still got the lead.
New York bracket.
You can see him out there. He is trying to get those BKT tires in the right grip on that track. But, you know, we are back in track position. And with the driver that Nick and I did a duo, he's so experienced, you can tell that there's so much chemistry in his approach to these technical maneuvers. You can see him really trying to map it out, plan it out. That slow entrance is not just for dramatics, it's definitely them trying to make sure that that visibility is correct, that that approach is correct. So they can hit that pod the exact way they're hoping to pull off those moves. But we still got to see some major air. We did get to see that truck go up on 2 wheels. So keep these things all in consideration.
And let's go to our video focus against sports of me. Is Kristen Anderson driving the great deal with 7.914. Your score for Nick Aguilera rule up driving Kraken 8.
Wow. Yikes.
Here, as you see it, 7 point Toro Loco.
drivers right now competing for that top score. Still a truck to go. At any point, this could be anyone's win in this competition. But remember, Pensacola, the winner of this competition, will receive another 6 points. They're hoping to add that to their total to become the overall event champion.
He had a nice run, but let's see, can he pull off number 1? On a video board right now, you see the score to beat is Kristen Anderson's rounding great review with a 7.914. Your score for Armando Castro, driving El Toro Loco is And let's go up to our video board where you see that score to be. So our captain goes up, go with a 9.84. Zach Kavanaugh to overtake first place. Let's find out the score for Zach Carter. Driving wild side is.
Oh man.
Zach Carter driving wild side with an 8.14 lands in second place. That means your winner. You mess with the boy, you get the horn. There's Armando Castro driving El Toro Loco.
Make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo in Chester.
about that donut run. You saw Mike with the approach, had some wide turns, got into it. He eventually got into it, but we're going to find out what you all thought because the scores are not in.
And the score for Mike Pagliarulo in Jester is a 6.625. Pagliarulo in Kraken.
Scores locked in, so we're going to find out if the scores are now in.
We've got that current score to beat up on the board, which is a score from Jester, which is a 6.625. And the score for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken is...
Pensacola, if you like it, enjoy it. Make sure you go to churchzone.com, select code PFL, get those scores in. You saw Johnson Jr. hit those nice donuts, and he decided while he was eating those donuts up, he's gonna take the steering wheel along for a little extra swag, a little sauce dripped all on the track. So, Pensacola, did you guys enjoy that donuts? We're gonna find out here shortly because you guys are on your phone. The scores in because you're our judges, and we got a couple more minutes left, and the scores are now in.
We've got that current score to beat up on the board, held by Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken with a score of 7.019. And the score for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity is...
But she was able to control it. The truck hiked up a little bit. She was able to control the truck, keep it on the tires, and hit those donuts. We're going to find out here shortly what you all thought, because those scores are now in.
We've got that current score to beat, held up on the board by John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity, which is a score of 8.443. And the score for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger is...
get a high score and continue on because he's fighting for his life right now. He's tied at the top with Armando Castro, who's up next. Now, right now, the scores are now in.
And the score for Zach Garner in Wildside is... It is a 7-point cleanup for Armando Castro, driving El Toro Loco.
Armando decided while he's eating some donuts, he gonna pick the steering wheel up for a little extra swag. So some of our drivers want to swag it up a little bit, take the steering wheel off to really earn those extra points. But was it enough? Will it be enough for him to overtake first place? We're gonna find out. Pensacola, you gotta be on your post. You are our judges. It's up to you. It's all about what you thought. We'll find out right now because the scores are now in.
We've got that current score to beat, held by Kristen Anderson in Grave Digger with a score of 8.506. And the score for Armando Castro in El Toro Loco is... That is a 9.152, which means your winner of the donut competition is Armando Castro in El Toro Loco.
Who's ready for Monster Jam Freestyle? First up is Mike Gagliarulo driving Chester.
What's the score?
The official score.
And that score for Mike Gagliarulo driving
What are you giving
Chester
that?
is
No.
6-2. 2 is Nick Pagliarulo driving Kraken.
Or will that conclude his freestyle run? We are about to find out. I am in communication with my team. These calculations in the back. Monster Jam fans, we are seeing will those 17 seconds be filled for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken? Moments away from finding out, will he be able to continue? This could change the score of the freestyle competition. 17 seconds for a Monster Jam driver is a lot of time. They can make a lot of technical maneuvers in that, so we're about to see. Will Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken have that
I should definitely get the lead.
Today,
I should probably win.
Center. We are about to find out. Seconds away
really good
from
run.
figuring out which will be able to fill the time or not. Monster Jam fans, make some noise if we're running the ring. Kraken back to the track. Make sure you're showing that safe support at justzone.com. Anything can happen here at Monster Jam. We are at the mercy of those trucks, and these drivers are not afraid to use the throttle. So if you liked what you saw, make sure you are scoring accordingly at justzone.com. We've got that clock running right now, totaling up the average of all of your scores. This will determine how many points Nick Pagliarulo will receive at the end of the freestyle competition, as well as where he stays.
And your current score to beat is Mike Pagliarulo driving Chester with a 6.279. Your score for Nick Pagliarulo driving Kraken Inc.
off the track and get that looked at right away, but he did complete enough time on the clock for him to be eligible for a score, which means that clock is running right now at judgezone.com, waiting for you to get those scores officially locked in. We've seen it before, where sometimes the winner of the freestyle competition
that's
is
what
not
happened.
necessarily the driver who filled the clock. So take these things into consideration as you're scoring. This is the last opportunity for our drivers to earn your points before we crown that overall event champion.
Let's go to the video board to see that score for Sean Symmetry, driving total velocity. It's a 5 point. Next up, it's Kristen Anderson driving Grave Digger.
What a way to end that freestyle run with some clean,
That was just
fast
about like
revolutions.
the same as Nick's, I
Kristen
think.
Anderson is definitely not someone who shies away from the throttle, and I know she
had a lot of
is gunning
speed.
for those next 6 points. Remember, it's her and Armando Castro who are the veterans of this track, so I know it means something extra special to them to take that win. We have got that clock running right now at judgezone.com. Pensacola, you have done a great job so far of being the official judges. Let's see exactly what you thought.
Your current score to beat is Nick Pagliarulo driving Kraken with an 8.360. Your score for Kristen Anderson driving Great Beer is
course, this is the moment that matters. It is the pinnacle of the event because we are about to crown our freestyle winner, which means we will also know who is taking away that overall event championship.
And your current score to beat right now is Kristen Anderson driving Great Digger with an 8.769. Your score. Zach Carter driving Wild Side is. It's Armando Castro driving El Toro Loco.
Yeah, he literally won every single show.
That two-wheel action in that freestyle run because that's what Monster Jam fans like. But will it be enough to carry them to the top today? We're about to find out. That clock is running for the last time on judgezone.com. We need you getting those scores plugged in right now because we have the official score.
Pensacola, let's do it. Your current score to beat is Kristen Anderson driving Grave Digger with 8.769. It's for all the marbles. It all comes down to this. Will he beat mystery? Armando Castro driving El Toro Loco. His score is... your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle, Armando Castro driving El Toro Loco. But wasn't enough.
Your overall event champion earned 5 points in your local Ford dealer racing competition, 6 points in the Great Clips two-wheel skills competition, 6 points in the donut competition, and 6 points in the freestyle competition. With a total of 23 points, your overall event champion is Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. This is Armando Castro's third overall event champion of the weekend. He has taken the trophy for every single one of these events here in Pensacola, and you fans helped him get there.
Armando Castro. Armando, you mentioned it earlier. Jordan in the 90s. He went back to back to back, took a break, came back, and went back to back to back. Armando last week went back to back to back, took a break, went home, came here, back to back to back. Armando, you are on fire just like your truck. Just talk about what's going on this summer.
Man, it's so surreal, man. Like, I got first just for I thank God, man, for giving this just blessing me with, be able to do what I do every single day, and just be the great role model I can for the young kids. Like I tell everybody, man, this crazy dream started when I was 6 years old, man, and ever since then it's been a dream and honor to
in Orlando, he's
be a
doing the
monster
World
athlete one
Finals
day.
in the
And
middle
here
of
I
the
am,
show.
living proof to anybody, I don't matter where you come from, what color you are. You know, you gotta try to work very hard, always count your
I had to go
blessings,
like-
your parents, always take them out above every single day you wake up, and
Yeah.
man, thank you, son. Thanks for being so man. You guys been awesome, seriously.
Oh, man. Look at me, the bejeebus.
Just
shiver.
I'm out here watching get on some trucks, man, and I couldn't do it without you guys and all the love and support. And I gotta give it up to my crew guy right here. If it wasn't for him, Junior, I wouldn't be able to carry down every single time. So let's get a round of applause for all the
Junior.
Junior.
Junior!